UKV, let's come together to learn.
Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel EduKV. Today we shall discuss about the first chapter of class 11th Bio, the living world. This is the second video in continuation of the previous one. In this video, you will be able to learn about the biodiversity. First thing which comes to our mind is about the biodiversity. As all of you know that there is a great diversity of life in nature. There is a great diversity of life in nature, and here this biodiversity etymologically made up of two different words. First one is the bio, another one is the diversity. Bio means for living organism. All around us there is an enormous variety in the living forms. The present day organism are the end product of about 3 into 10 raised to the power 9, that means 3 billion years of evaluation. 3 billion years of evolution on earth, and the evolution resulted in a great variety of species on earth. Out of all the species that are known to have lived, only a few are in existence today, and the rest have become extinct, and only some are preserved in the form of fossils. And the figures given below explain the diversity of the living forms. Actually, what happens, a journal estimate a number of species of living organism existing today is around 1.7 to 1.8 million. That means around 17 to 18 lakh species. Okay, and the estimated range is so wide because half of this are found in an unexplored tropical rainforest. They may be half of these are found in unexplored tropical rainforest of the world, and these forests occupy only about 8% of the total land area of the earth, but have a rich diversity of life. A large number is suspected to exist in the water under reef formation in tropical region, in tropical oceans. New kinds are constantly being discovered. Now, recent estimate of living species that have been given scientific names are about 1.7 to 1.8 million. Now, out of these animal species, that means about 70% of the described known species, that is more than 1 million. Okay, known species, animal species कितने होते हैं? More than 1 million. Out of these, insects form the largest group. That means out of this animal, insect group is the largest one. That is around more than 70%. It is around 75,000 to 80,000 or 7.5 lakhs to 8 lakhs. 7.5 lakhs to 8 lakhs. And the plants and the fungi have about 22%. Okay, plant and fungi are about 22% of known species. This measures around 3.5 lakh to 4 lakh. Okay, now you can very well understood, this is the point, that there is due to this rich biodiversity, there is a need for classification. Okay, now there is an urgent need for classification. What happens that living organisms are classified into categories. Say they could be named, remembered, studied, and first one is understood. क्लासिफिकेशन की जरूरत क्यों पड़ी? क्योंकि लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म को पहले क्लासिफाई करते हैं कैटेगरी में, नेम करना होता है, रिमेंबर करना होता है, उनको स्टडी करना होता है, एंड दे हैव टू बी understood. Now there is a need to standardize naming organism. So organism named same in all over the world, and that is termed as nomenclature. Okay, nomenclature, since it is not possible to talk about any organism without any name, each organism has been given a name by which it can be referred to. Thus we have names like cat, dog, wheat, rice, mango, etc. And these names are often misleading because the organisms are recognized by different names in different languages. For example, the common name of certain plants in different languages is different. For example, China rose. China rose in English, while in Hindi it is called as Gudhal in Hindi, while in Sanskrit it is termed as Padma Charini. Okay, Padma Charini. Padma Charini in Sanskrit. In Bengali it is called as Jaba, and so on. These names vary from place to place and country to country. By these common names, the organism cannot be identified and recognized by any person knowing only one or two languages. So the use of these common names create confusion about the correct recognition of any organism. To avoid this confusion and to standardize naming of living organism, scientific names are given to organism. They are generally Greek name or Latin name, and this process of giving scientific name to organism is known as nomenclature. Nomenclature is scientific name to all the known organisms, and by this process an organism is recognized by the same name all over the world. Okay, now here two different organizations that are involving in naming of organism. First one is plant, is ICBN. Okay, ICBN, International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. International Code for Botanical Nomenclature. Another one is ICZN, International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. Botany means refers to plant, botany means refers to plant, zoology refers to animals. Okay, and these scientific names ensure that each organism has only one name. Okay, now the point which comes to our mind about the nomenclature, the most famous nomenclature was given by Carolus Linnaeus, and he published the book Systema Naturae and first introduced binomial nomenclature. As you know that binomial nomenclatures, it consists of actually two words, in which the first word is known as generic name and another one is known as species epithet or specific name. Okay, binomial, bi means two, means name comprises of two different letters, words. First one is the generic, another one is the specific. Generic name always start with a capital name such as Panthera, Leo. Okay, the first name, generic name, starts with a capital letter. Okay, now the specific name always starts with a small letter, Leo, small l. Okay, now if both the words are underlined, if they are handwritten, अगर ये handwritten लिखा जा रहा है तो उसे underline करेंगे, otherwise if typed they will be put in italics. इसको थोड़ा सा slant करके italics में लिखेंगे. And these generic and specific names convey the definitive information about the organism. Okay, and the system by which the name of species is given is termed as binomial system of nomenclature. And in the year 1758, Linnaeus published a book named Systema Naturae or Naturae. This system is followed universally till today because through it the confusion prevailing before 18th century of calling an organism by the common name is removed, and the scientific name ensures that each organism has only one name. Okay, it will ensure, and the description of any organism should enable people in any part of the world to arrive at the same name. Now there is another organization which works for nomenclature of animals is ICZN, and another one for plant, that is ICBN, which aim at providing a stable method to naming taxa or name. Okay, binomial name, for example, first example is Homo sapiens. Okay, Homo sapiens. Homo is the generic name, specifically signifies name of genus. Then second one is the specific name, signifies name of species. Okay, it specifies name of species, and the scientific names are generally in Latin and should be in italics if printed, and the generic name should always begin with a capital letter, but the specific names with a small letter. Okay, which I have already followed it. And the name of the taxonomist who first described it is added at the end. Say for example, Homo sapiens L. Linnaeus, L for Lin or Linnaeus, is abbreviated form for the Linnaeus. If the words are taken from any other language than the Greek or Latin, they are Latinized with suitable ending. Okay, such as Ficus bengalensis, Bengal. That means bengalensis means from Bengal, where it is commonly formed. Banyan tree. Botanical name of banyan tree is Ficus bengalensis, where bengalensis means the Bengal where it is commonly found. And the organism belonging to two different genus can never have the same generic name. Never have the same generic name. However, the specific names can be repeated. Take an example. First one, mango plant is Mangifera indica. Okay, and Tamarindus indicus. These are the two names in which indica or indicus both mean the same, that is India. The difference in the word ending is due to gender of the generic name. In Latin, as the gender of the specific name should be same as that of the generic name. Here Mangifera is the generic name, here Tamarindus is the generic name. ये इमली का generic name है, and this is of mango. Okay, now take a quick look of some scientific names of some common organisms. For example, banyan, as I have already discussed, Ficus bengalensis. Okay, Ficus bengalensis. Brinjal, Solanum melangena. Cabbage, Brassica oleracea. Carrot, Daucus carota. In the same way, some of the animals, dog, Canis familiaris. Cockroach, Periplaneta americana. These are some of the common names of plants and animals. Okay,